Today we have parked on the A591 at a tiny lay-by just by the dam at Thirlmere, and we are heading up to Raven Crag. We're just heading over the dam now, and it's a lovely still morning, some beautiful light. The dam and aqueduct was built in 1894, and this made the Reservoir of Thirlmere, and it flooded the villages of Armboth and Wythburn, and the water is fed through to Manchester. So this is a plaque for the Manchester Corporation Waterworks, Thirlmere. So that is Raven Crag, where we're heading up. You've got a lovely viewpoint on there of Thirlmere, and you've got a nice viewing platform. It's a steep pull up, mind. So once you leave the dam, you turn right once you get to the crossroads, and then aim for a forest path through a gate, and it heads steeply up all the way to Raven Crag on a really good track with some lovely spruce trees. Oh, we've had extortionate amounts of rain yesterday. We had storm whatever it was this time. Absolutely torrential it was yesterday, and the water was pouring off the fell side. And as you can see, still pissing down. It's a good one to do actually when it's wet weather, because you're sheltered in the woods most of the time. Look at Raven Crag, it's so steep on this side. But the path meanders around the back, nice on gentle steps, really easy.
Can we not go up the front?
It looks formidable, but it is easy, trust me, round the back. So the path detours up this fainter track. It's a bit of a slippy steep start, but that's the main track there, as you can see going along, and you veer off left up this more of a screeny, muddy track. It heads more directly to Raven Crag. It is steeper than the main path, but much quicker. You can see you head up round the back of Raven Crag. Very misty right now. Get cracking views from this direct path. Looking over to the Dodds and Helvellyn in the clouds, and there's Thirlmere. Getting near the top of this path now. Just a little bit eroded in the top part. Lichen on these trees and the moss. So we came out through that gate, and you do an immediate left through that gate to head up the steps and the back of Raven Crag. Looking over to the down, and you've got Castle Rock and then the Dodds behind. I think that's Castle Howe, that little summit there. You've got Thirlmere, and then you've got Helvellyn, which you can't see, it's in the cloud. You've got Armboth along there. Harrop Tarn, which is a beautiful tarn nestled amongst trees and mountains. The beacon going up to Ulscarf. Misty forest and a misty lake. So we've come down off Raven Crag and we're going to go back, avoiding the way we came up because that's quite steep and slippy and eroded. So we're just going back on the main footpath. We've actually got Castle Fort just over there. There's a gate to access Castle Fort. It is worth a visit, but we're too wet today to bother with that. We're just going to head round the back of the Benn and probably summit the Benn actually and see if the rain will stop. See if Andy can get his drone out on the Benn. But it's a nice track through the forest. It just makes a bit of a circular route instead of going straight up and straight down the Raven Crag. So we're now heading along the side of the Sholthwaite Valley, and you can take a lower path that will take you right into the valley, down by the beck, which is really nice, but we were aiming on the higher path to head up to the Benn. So we're heading around the back of the Benn, and that's it up there. Looks really steep from here, but if the weather dries up, we will try and attempt to go up onto it. It's quite an easy path up onto it, with great views. Hope we get the drone up. So we've just come up very steeply around the back of the Benn, and you look out once you crest the top of the hill. There's a foam path taking you up to the Benn. There's some lovely spruce trees, larch trees. Oh, the summit of the Benn. Worth it. Thirlmere. That's Raven Crag, where we were before. Benn, the Dodds. On the summit of the Benn, you get a really cracking view over the Sholthwaite Valley. That is Crag, and you've got Goat Crag, and that would be looking over to Bleaberry Fell on the top there. It's looking over to Skidder. Fantastic summit this. Another of Billy's rocks. So we've come from Raven Crag, we've gone down the back, and we've just traversed on a path through the forest, skirting that valley. I'll put the name of the valley on the screen. I think it's Sholthwaite Valley, something like that. And then you come back for those trees and you head steeply up round this side of the Benn, and then a wee scramble up to the top. It's a lovely viewpoint. I've got a funny lump on my head. I look a bit like the Elephant Man today. I've got my hair tucked into it and it's making my hat go wonky. Anyway, yeah, it's definitely worth coming to the Benn. You get a great vantage point of Raven Crag. We've got epic waterfall there. It's been such a lot of rain, but it's a fantastic viewpoint. And nobody comes up here, so it's so peaceful. Great views of the lake, Thirlmere Lake, or Reservoir should I say. Oh, I think the rain's coming back in. Andrew was hoping to get his drone up. Don't think it's very likely. Oh, he's got it up, but the rain's coming. You have to be quick. Summit of the Benn. See all the way over to Skidder, Glencathra, well you would if it wasn't misty, the Dodds. Look at this light. Helvellyn will be over there, Thirlmere, Raven Crag. Reservoir Fell and High Seat. Crag there. Look how dramatic that is. So we're saying goodbye.
Bye.
We're very wet now, aren't we?
Yep.
Yeah, and you've got some amazing drone footage just before.
5 minutes, 5 minute weather window.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
We're nearly back at the car. So we're like drowned rats, so we're going to say goodbye for now.
Bye.
I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you soon. Good morning and welcome to Map and Scissor Time, and this is a route for Raven Crag, and we parked on a lay-by, at a little lay-by on the A591 just off the road, because you can't actually drive up along the dam here at Thirlmere. It's all blocked off and you can't drive on the west side at all now. It's totally shut off as it's deemed as unsafe. So you can park here and walk along this road, head into the dam. But it is a lovely path when you get here. Great views over Thirlmere Reservoir, and on a still day the reflections were lovely, the water was like glass and the light was amazing. So you've got some good drone footage here. And so you're heading to this little triangle, this T-junction. You can actually park here. Now it's very confusing because, as I said, you can't drive up this road, so you have to take this single track road off the A591 up this side, drive down this single track road, and you can park in the lay-by here, room for 6 cars if you park correctly, or you can park here, but you have to pay here. You don't have to pay there, but you need to park this way round, not that way, because we try to park here, cars are parked that way, can only get 2 cars in that way. If you park this way, you can get about 6 in. So if you're having to come from here, you turn right. Now you can go up this path, it's a lot steeper, or you continue to a forest track, which is what we did, as it's more gentle and easier. And then you head back on the good forest path around here like this, doubling back on yourself. And you get to this point here, you've got choices. We went directly up Raven Crag, so you take this very faint path up here quite steeply on a muddy, screey track, which takes you right up to the main forest path. Takes you out onto where Castle Crag Fort is, and you've got a gate you get through, and you turn left immediately through another gate to head up the steps, which take you round the back of Raven Crag. Lovely steps, lovely path through the forest. Get a boardwalk here onto the viewing platform, and the summit of Raven Crag is 461 metres. Absolutely super viewpoint here, looking down over Thirlmere, over to Helvellyn and the Dodds. You can see over to Skidder. The views are restricted on Raven Crag this side because you've got the forest, but you know, this side is amazing. So you can sit here a while, taking the views, have your picnic, have a coffee, and then you just head back on the same path to this point here. Now, to do a circular, we included the Benn or Sippling Crag. I'm hoping you can see this on the one map. I don't think I need to change to another map, but it's right on the edge, but the path's just there. So you can also go up Castle Crag. Now, in a previous video of Armboth, I actually did Raven Crag and Castle Crag. So if you want to see what Castle Crag is like, it's a fantastic viewpoint over the Shelfrate Valley, and it's quite steep on this side. It's where there used to be a fort. There's no remains of the fort now, but it's just an interesting place to head up and just look at the lovely view of Shelfrate Valley. But we didn't, because it was absolutely chucking it down. We were soaked like drowned rats, so we stayed on the forest path, meandering around the back of the Benn like this. You get views into the Shelfrate Valley from here, and you head back up and you do a little bit of a scramble up onto the summit of Sippling Crag, the Benn, 446 metres. And in my opinion, I think I prefer this summit to Raven Crag, because you get a 360-degree view of all the mountains around. You can see over to Thirlmere, and it's so peaceful on here. It's a lovely heathery summit. It's just so nice just to sit here a while and look at the view. You head back down this way again, back to the main forest path. Now, it's not actually on the map. There is a really good track around here, and I'm going to have to try and make this up. So I think it goes around like this, takes you onto here. Trust me, there is a really good track here. You can't go wrong. And you end up going back down the path, back along here, heading back onto the road, and back over the dam, back to the lay-by where you park the car. And I think this was a 5-mile route. So I hope you enjoy the video, and catch you all again very soon. Bye for now.